They did not do the correct thing. They did not handle Stephen Colbert, the face of that network, in the way he deserves to have been handled.
And I think we can all agree on that. And hallelujah, look who it is. None other than David Letterman himself, the original host of The Late Show on CBS. And he's speaking publicly for the first time about the firing of Stephen Colbert and the permanent cancellation of his legacy, The Late Show. And like pretty much everyone else who can see the obviousness of the truth, Letterman thinks it's politically motivated and he is not holding back. So hit subscribe to Really American Media, because one of my broadcasting idols who has nothing to lose is about to take us to church. And if you're not already aware, here's the quick backstory. Trump sued CBS and 60 Minutes over what he felt was biased journalism. And the parent company of CBS, Paramount, completely caved. They paid him $16 million, offered up millions of dollars worth of ads that Trump can run on their networks, promoting who knows what. They promised to represent all views and remove bias from their news coverage. And yeah, they fired Stephen Colbert as the host of The Late Show right after Colbert correctly accused Paramount of bribing the Trump administration to approve the Skydance Paramount merger worth roughly about $28 billion. So Dave went on a podcast with two of his former producers, and here's how he summarizes all of that.
CBS and Paramount and other things are for sale, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's a big deal because CBS and Paramount, they also own LensCrafters. They own American Dental. Oh, they own Papaya King. They own
That's out of business.
I think it
they
is.
own the Soup Nazi, and they also own Flash Dancers.
That is classic Letterman humor, and I truly miss it. And even though he looks like Santa Claus, who is totally killing it on his Weight Watchers diet, he is spot on and nowhere near done preaching the truth.
They're trying to sell it to the Ellison. What's the guy's name? Frank Ellison.
David Ellison is the kid.
Yeah, but what's his father's
Ellison
name?
is the billionaire. Larry Ellison.
Oh
is
yeah, Larry Ellison. His
Oracle.
kid, the Ellison. The Oracle twins. They got some of Dad's money, and they want to buy this CBS Paramount holding.
Yeah.
So because they want to buy it, they don't want any trouble. So now this is part of what I think. So they call up CBS and
This is just opinion. This is just your
this
opinion.
is me just thinking.
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain I'm dead on, but I'm just thinking. So they call up the goons at CBS and they say, look, we know that you're a big powerhouse, 60 Minutes, decided they didn't care about freedom of the press. So they paid off the current administration multiple millions of dollars just to let us continue to do business. We're so sorry. Here's a couple of $1 million, but we still want to be in business. So the new guys, the Ellison twins, they don't want to have to do that. So they say to the CBS people, geez, you don't. And what about that kid, Stephen Colbert? He's always shooting his mouth off about the administration. We don't want any trouble from that guy. So the CBS people say, hey, boys, here's what I'm going to do. Not only are we going to get rid of that guy, we're going to get rid of the entire franchise so you don't have to worry about another guy. It's gone, buddy. We're going to have CSI in your pants. I don't know. I'm making some of this up. So they go to Stephen and they say, "Oh, here you're gonna have to quit now because it's not that Trump stuff. No, it's money. We're losing so much money. You understand? Here's what I know. If they were losing this kind of money, you're telling me losing this kind of money happened yesterday?
Yeah, right.
But they were losing this kind of money a month ago. I'll bet they were losing this kind of money 6 weeks ago, or they have never been losing money."
Yeah, the goons at CBS tried to claim that Colbert was fired over losing money, not because they wanted to kowtow to the Trump administration, which is obviously a bunch of garbage. Now, if you have a successful TV show that is for some reason not making money, well, you either sell advertising for more money, or, as one of Letterman's old producers points out, you start to look at the budget before you even think about canceling it.
Step one is always like, okay, let's reel in the budget. Let's see if we can't make sense of this TV
That's
show.
right. That's
if this
right.
guy wants to be in the TV business, you think that would be like
We
step
always, of
Yeah.
course, we
Yeah.
cut the budget many times at our
Right.
own.
That's right. Well, take a look at the CBS News. It's still in business,
Yeah.
and I'm not certain that that's a profit center.
Right.
Yes, there are the fact that they killed the franchise and told Stephen to go home. Now, for Stephen, I love this. He's a martyr. Good for him.
Oh, right, this exactly.
And if you listen carefully, you can hear them unfolding chairs at the Hall of Fame for his induction.
Right.
The
Did you
TV
hear
Hall
that?
of Fame.
Oh,
Yeah,
this-
the TV Hall of Fame. Yeah.
And that clip right there shows you that David Letterman is not just some goofy comedian. He understands the business of TV as well. Makes sense. He was on it for a long time. The news division at most networks is what you call a loss leader, meaning it may not make money per se, but it adds value to the overall company. It lends credibility to everything else you're doing, and it draws in an audience for your other programming that hopefully is profitable. So, blaming it on economics is pure gaslighting to your audience.
So I think the idea that they're hiding behind money, and they're giving him another 10 months. Well, that's another huge chunk of money they're going to lose, according to them. I don't think it was money. I think it's something, I think it was all to make sure the Ellison the Oracle twin boys were solid spending dad's money. So
think there's just one boy. I think it's
don't
one
you
guy.
worry. We got this covered. Yeah, he's not going to be a problem. I wouldn't worry about him. No, no.
And
Yeah.
10
It's
months
sad. I think
Oh,
it's sad. But what this indicates also is the Ellison twins, the Oracle boys, they don't want any trouble along the lines of freedom of the press or free speech or freedom of expression. They don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want the government going after them because that concept of freedom of the press and freedom of that's so old fashioned.
Yeah, spot on. Following the Constitution is so old fashioned. Having a free press is so antiquated. At least that's what Trump is trying to make a reality. And these broadcast companies, they need to fight back. But instead, they're grabbing a bottle of baby oil from P. Diddy and just bending over.
Yeah, you're finished and no hard feelings, but it's all about money.
isn't that
Yeah,
bizarre?
really. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the Ellison twins wanting to make sure they don't get badgered by the government. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We just want to say what the president wants us to say.
And this is where it really starts to feel like we're living in North Korea or Russia, where the government is trying to control the media. It is truly scary. And what a company like Paramount is doing is pure cowardice. At least that's what I would call it. What would you call it, Dave?
But
I don't
this
know
is
what that
pure
means.
cowardice. I mean, you're telling me 60 Minutes, the pinnacle of journalistic excellence and integrity for decades, and many of those decades, the number one viewed show in America, they've decided, oh, we're sorry. You let us give you $20 million and we'll be
That
more
was-
careful.
Yeah, exactly. They say jump and CBS says, how high? Thank you, sir. May I have another? I think CBS and their parent company, Paramount, should think about getting into a different line of work other than journalism.
Why don't they just go buy Dairy Queen or something? Stay out of this business.
To be fair to the Oracle twins, I'm not sure that any section of, old-fashioned broadcast TV is
Right. That's
thriving.
right. Yeah, they don't. But
But-
no, there's no fairness to these goons. You're telling me they don't know that? These guys are bottom feeders. That's exactly what this is. Of course, they know that broadcast television is withering.
Yeah.
So now they just want to make sure, on top of buying something that doesn't have the same value as it had 30 years ago, they don't want to be hassled by the United States government.
Yeah, standing up for yourself can be a real hassle, even with millions of dollars to spend on lawyers. And I'm sure most of us would support Paramount and Skydance with our almighty consumer dollars if they did the right thing. But instead, all sorts of people are canceling their Paramount Plus subscriptions. I know I just did. But what do we do about the Skydance side of it?
Or maybe we should just sell this whole thing to Skydance.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck is Skydance? Honest to
That's
Christ, is it a
the
discount
company.
airline? Is that what it is? I think this at one day, if not today, the people at CBS who have manipulated and handled this are going to be embarrassed because
Oh.
this is gutless. I only wish this could happen to me. Because this would have been so great for me.
Yeah, this would have been unbelievable.
And now we
You
all got to walk around.
enjoy-
We got to
yeah.
kiss Stephen Colbert's ring now.
And don't worry about Stephen Colbert. He's going to give everyone from Trump to CBS a major headache over the next 10 months. It'll be fun to watch. And he's absolutely going to land another gig fighting the good fight when he's done at The Late Show. But in the meantime, you and I, everyone out there, we need to support anyone in the media who is fighting back against this government oppression and clear overreach. So please like this video, comment below, and get vocal. From the Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve podcast, broadcasting from the home office in Wahoo, Nebraska. And yeah, that's a Letterman reference, and it was an honor to do a story about him. I'm Steve Harness for Really American Media.